If you think human trafficking isn't something that happens right here in Canada, unfortunately, you'd be wrong. This morning, we are speaking with a woman who not only survived being lured into a ring of international human traffickers, but is working to help other survivors get their lives back. That woman is TIMEA E Naggy. Here she is being recognized by Prime Minister Stephen Harper for her work helping others. TIMEA E Naggy is here this morning to share her story with us. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So TIMEA, take us through our journey that brought you here to Canada.
I grew up in a communism. My mom was a police officer. We grew up very poor. In my early 20s, we're at the edge of losing our home. Mom was sick and in a hospital, and so it was up to my brother and I to find financial aid. And we just looked for jobs. I found an ad in the newspaper. Go to Canada, young woman, English not necessarily, and you can make all the money that you need. We had about 30 days to pay off our home bills, otherwise we would have been homeless. So I answered an ad and it sounded fantastic, and I landed in Canada 2 weeks later.
And it was anything but fantastic. At that point, you were lured into a sex trafficking ring, and there were two men who were in control of you. How did you get away from them?
When you don't speak English, you're in a country that you don't know, and the only voice in your head is these people telling you in your language what's going to happen if you leave, what's going to happen if you talk to others. It takes you a long time to figure it out, what's lie, what's real, all the threats. Eventually, with the help of people in a club, they were hiding me, and they were able to get me back to the airport.
The goodness of other people.
Because of Canadian people is why I'm still here and why I'm alive.
TIMEA, you write in the book, I was 20 years old when I first came to Canada in 1998, and now I'm 41. My life is divided in two, before I was trafficked and after. No one gets over such traumatic experiences, but there are ways to integrate them into your identity and make them meaningful to fully come to terms with their impact. How are you doing now?
It's the same as what you said in the quote, that I have really good days and I have really bad days, but I always just look forward to the good days, and I'm just super lucky to be here in Canada and have my new Canadian family who's taking care of me through those bad days. Do
you know what happened to the men who trafficked you?
Nothing happened to them.
That was not the answer I was expecting.
Sorry.
From you. No, don't apologize. It's disappointing to hear. You write in the book that it's not only important to just look at the women, but also the young men who are being shaped to become traffickers. To me, it's an incredible story. It's a brave story, and we're so thankful that you came here today, but also that you've written this book.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.